It was a cold, quiet night in a small village. The moon was high in the sky, and stars twinkled brightly. Tom, a young boy of 10, sat on the porch of his house, wrapped in a blanket. He was on watching duty. His father had told him to stay outside for an hour and make sure everything in the farmyard was safe. Tom's family owned chickens, goats, and a big brown dog named Max. Recently, some animals had gone missing in the village. Everyone believed there was a fox sneaking around at night. Tom's father thought it was time for Tom to learn responsibility, so he asked him to watch the farm tonight. At first, Tom felt brave. He had Max by his side, and he held a wooden stick tightly in his hands. The night was peaceful, and the only sounds were the rustling leaves and the occasional hoot of an owl. But as time passed, the silence started to feel heavy. The shadows of trees danced in the moonlight, and Tom's imagination ran wild. What if it's not a fox? What if it's a wolf, or something worse? He thought. He looked down at Max, who was calm and quiet. If Max isn't worried, then I shouldn't be either, Tom whispered to himself. Suddenly, Max's ears perked up and he growled softly. Tom's heart raced. He gripped his stick tighter and looked around. In the corner of the yard, near the chicken coop, something moved. A small shadow darted past. Tom stood up slowly, trying to stay quiet. Is it the fox? He wondered. Max barked once and ran toward the coop. Tom followed, his legs trembling. When he reached the coop, he saw a small creature with shiny eyes trying to squeeze through the fence. It was the fox. Without thinking, Tom shouted, "Hey, get out of here!" The fox froze for a moment, then turned and ran into the woods. Max barked after it, but it was gone. Tom sighed with relief and patted Max on the head. "Good boy, Max," he said. Together, they checked the coop. All the chickens were safe. When Tom's father came outside later, Tom told him everything. His father smiled and said, "You did well, Tom. You were brave and protected the farm. I'm proud of you." That night, Tom went to bed feeling proud of himself. He had faced his fears and kept the farm safe. From that day on, he wasn't afraid of the dark anymore. After all, he knew he had Max and his own courage by his side.